Welcome back, everyone. My name is Robert with Sold and Funded by a Vet, and today we're going to be going over a couple things here in California and in the U.S. Some exciting news today about the mortgage interest rates with the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates by half a percentage point. That was really big news for a lot of people that were waiting on the sidelines. But there's a couple things that you might want to consider if you're going to continue to wait on the sideline. If you're ready to buy a home and you're thinking about waiting because you're hearing about all this news about more interest rate cuts, then a couple things you might want to consider. But if you stick around to the end of this video, it's going to be my goal with this channel. It's going to be a couple changes as far as the interviews. I still want to do interviews. I still want to get to know people. I still want to give back to the community. As far as the homeless, I want to hear their stories as well. But I also want to do a life update at the end of this video as far as what I'm going to be doing. Something exciting, something that I'm very passionate about. And it's related to fitness, but that'll be towards the end, and maybe I'll give you guys an update at the end of this vlog to give you guys some insights of to where I've been for the past 2 months, or even in general where I've been. Why hasn't this YouTube been so consistent as much as I've wanted it to be? And I believe in hard work. I believe in dedication. And so at the end of this video, I'll give you guys an update as to where I've been and why there hasn't been consistency. But yeah, let's go over a couple things in the news today as I go on my morning walk. And stick around to the end if you care about my personal updates in life. Alright guys, so we're on a morning walk right now. I try to do this every morning. I'm not a particularly early bird. I hate mornings, to be honest. If I have coffee, it makes it a million times better. I wanted to go over the half a percentage point and what that means. The two things that you should consider before waiting on the sidelines. If you're really looking to become a homeowner and you want to build wealth and build a legacy, the things that you might want to consider, and the first one is the uptick in buyers, right? The demand for houses. There's, at least in California, there's already a housing shortage. So it's only going to exasperate the need to, for buyers to want to go out there and buy a home, because you can afford more now that the interest rate is much lower, and that's where we're headed to. As far as the second thing you should consider is the unforeseen circumstances that might happen here in California. There's earthquakes, there's wildfires, the insurance is skyrocketing, and so we don't know. We don't know if the Fed might increase rates out of nowhere, just like they did during the pandemic. They decreased them, so things can always happen. So we just want to be ready. But really, those are the two things that I wanted to go over today that you should consider when it comes to the mortgage interest rates going down, trending down, the unforeseen circumstances. I think the one thing that it comes to, if I can give you guys a tip, is to make sure you have a good agent, a real estate agent that's going to help you explain to you all this. And really, when it comes to buying a house, giving an offer that makes sense. And if you really see value in that home and it's a long-term investment, you see a family there for at least more than 7 years, I think maybe over asking or giving list prices is what is going to make sense. But really, it's up to that comparative market analysis and what you guys see as far as what the home is worth, and the offer that you guys are going to land on at the end. So really have an agent that can explain to you all this. All right, and two more things before I end this segment of my mortgage and real estate updates. Here in California, the median sales price has been about $825,000. The average the average time that a house has been on the market has been about 45 days. With my team, we have about 15 or more listings. It changes because they get sold, but they've all been selling under 30 days, which is it's crazy because rates have been high, and yet we find buyers, and so that just really shows you the demand for housing. And so if rates continue to go down, which that's the expected for the coming months, then that only means that house prices are going to continue to rise. So make sure that you're ready with the right agent, with the right loan officer, that's going to guide you on the comparative market analysis, on how much you should actually buy, not going over that 47-45% debt to income ratio. I've made a couple of videos about that in the past. Oh man, it's getting windy. But not going over that 45 or 47, really depending on your personal circumstances, not going over that. So I think in the grand scheme of things, you shouldn't be too worried and too focused on the mortgage rates and the housing supply and the housing shortage. But if you are, then it doesn't hurt to every so often come to one of these videos and see where we're at in the housing market, see where we're at with the mortgage rates. And so it's great to stay up to date, but don't get lost in translation as far as all these news stuff, all the news that we have. Get with the loan officer, get with the right agent, so that we can update you. That's my plan with these videos, is to give you guys mortgage updates. That's where we're at. Like I said, stay tuned to the end of this video. I'm going to be back home later tonight after I hear back from a couple things that have been going on in my life, and something new that I want to try out, see if I can do it. I've been doing this thing since I was 11 years old. You know, I used to get bullied when I was like 10 years old. I used to get bullied up until I was 10 years old, and then I started doing this thing, and it really revolutionized my life. And like I said, if you guys really want to buy a home, I would encourage you guys to not get lost in all the news, and just stay focused on saving, stay focused on building your career, and get the right loan officer, get the right agent. And you're not going to know if you have the right agent or loan officer until you shop around. So I encourage you to shop around. As many times we go with the loan officer or the agent that has the most experience, but maybe not the most honesty. All right, so we're here back, and as we go about this day today, I want to give you guys a glimpse of what it is to be a realtor, a mortgage professional, and really going out there and prospecting. I'm going to be making some phone calls, and at the end of the day, my whole purpose behind making phone calls is to help people, if they're not ready, to eventually be ready, clarify some things, give them some updates if they have any questions, and that's what we're here to do. Many times you get some disgruntled people for obvious reasons. We're calling them out of the blue. But it's my job to make sure that they understand that I'm here to service them, and if they have any questions about anything when it comes to mortgage or real estate, or maybe even personal, like yesterday we got personal with some lady over the phone. We talked for about 30 minutes. She was talking to me about surfing, talking to me about where she's from in Italy. I know a little bit of Italian, so we were kind of going back and forth, but that was fun, and that's what it's all about, making connections. So yeah, let's get right into it. A couple live calls here, and then we'll go from there.
Thanks for calling Fisher Phillips. How may I direct your call?
Hi, this is Robert. I'm a realtor. Is this the number for Colin Calvert?
This is the law firm. Just one moment.
Okay.
I can transfer you to Dennis desk.
Okay, thank you. Talking to him.
We are sorry, there is no one available to take your call.
So should I leave
message
voicemail?
after
I
the
don't
tone.
think I'm gonna leave
Press
voicemail.
star to discard the recording, or press any digit to end the recording.
I don't think I'm gonna leave a voicemail because I don't want to get sued. So oddly enough, this one time I was calling this lady named Suzanne. She was from Florida. We were trying to get her to refinance. We knew her interest rate, and so we knew that we could give her a good discount as far as how much she can save monthly. So I kept calling her. I think the first time I called her, we spoke, and then she ended up not calling. I'm not answering her phone, but I called about 59 times over a course of a week. About like 10 times every day I would call her, and eventually I think the following week she answered, and we were able to get all her documents, and we were able to help her out. But that's just what it takes sometimes. That was a little bit excessive, but for some reason like I said, I have a gut feeling that I can help them or that there's something going on. But this person was just really busy and she wasn't able to answer. But I was very consistent with her and I was able to help her at the end of the day. This was back in 2021 when it came to like lower interest rates. Yeah, keep smiling, guys.
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Is this Janet Barkawi?
Can you say that again, please?
Oh, is this Janet?
Jenny, oh no. Jenny not here today.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, bye. That might have been her workplace. Alright, so that wraps up the phone calls. Typically, after my phone calls, I try to go door knocking for at least 2 hours. And, you know, it sucks. Not every day do we get a listing appointment. Today was kind of rough. We didn't even really get to talk to anybody. We got that one conversation, but they already had a realtor, and out of respect, you just have to stop talking to them, and you have to talk with the realtor directly. But anyways, we're going to go get some food with my family. We're going to eat some good, authentic Mexican food, some sopes. I'll give you guys a glimpse of that. And then stay tuned till the end of this video for the personal life update. So we just finished up eating some good sopes, some real authentic Mexican sopes from my mom. Pretty much everyone was there, my siblings. It's like 6 of us. And I'm here with my brother, and I wanted to ask him a couple questions really quickly as we're going about our day, getting into his mind. Like I said, I wanted to share other people's responses, and why not my brother's. But how did you like the sopes?
Yeah, they were pretty good. I haven't had sopes for a while, so it's good coming back to my mom's house and eating great fresh sopes that she makes.
Okay, one thing I do want to know is, Mark, you're 27?
26.
You're 26. He'll be 27 in December 29th?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are your dreams? 1 or 2 things that you dream about? What are they? And
one of my dreams is actually, I'm doing it now, is working with individuals that are going through like some type of mental issue, because everybody has mental issues. So basically, people that are below estimated to that point that basically they belittle them based on their ethics or like their beliefs and stuff like that. Just working with like young kids or older people to establish their ability to perform in a better mindset. So,
do you have any other dream that you're thinking of that, just to wrap it up?
Well, I actually do have a dream, is to buy a home for my own family. You know, my wife is expecting another kid, so I should definitely a house.
Okay, and lastly, just really quick to wrap it up, maybe for the first one you gave me and the second one, like you're gonna be 27. Why didn't you do it at 25? What stopped you? Or is it something that you just started wanting to dream about?
No.
But what do you think stopped you from achieving it at an earlier age?
I think things that stopped me, just life obstacles. I've been through like stuff that, everybody goes through, like it's on a daily basis. Like people go through problems, and sometimes you lose the belief of like actually succeeding. But once you start working on your goals again, you're able to achieve anything.
Okay, great. All right, well, thanks for sharing. We're going to continue about our day, and stick around to the end. Thank you so much. We're at the end of the video. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you probably skipped all the way over here, well, maybe you should go back. There was a couple of things where you may have missed out. But thanks for sticking around. I just wanted to go over a couple live updates where I've been for the past 2 months. These videos that I put out, I want to be as authentic. And I used to do a script, but I want to do less of a script, and I just want to be as authentic as possible. And so I feel like you can't be authentic without drinking. I'm joking. I tend to numb myself when it comes to a lot of things, whether being in business or a relationship or just being out in the world. I feel like a lot of us, we do that. We numb ourselves when really there's things inside of us that we have to take care of and really let out. so that we can begin like our whatever you want to call it healing process. But if you stuck around, thank you so much again. Two big differences from 2 months ago till now is obviously this is a different place. This I have my own room, I have my own restroom, so thankfully I'm doing great now. Quite a couple places to look around to find somewhere where it was affordable, but yet somewhere where I could have my own space, my own private entrance. But I'm here now, and so far I've been here for a little over a month, and I love it. I could love it even more, but I'm grateful. Now it's a big change from where I was the past 2.5 years. Like I said, I want to be as authentic as possible. But anyways, let's get to it. I'm now single, okay, and that I have not been single for over 2.5 years, and I'm very grateful for my past relationship. I learned a lot. It's almost like a cyclical thing. I feel like it's just a constant learning from your relationships. That's one thing that I don't agree with when people on TikTok that I saw the other day, they said they start crying, these girls, or I don't know, I haven't seen a guy yet, but they're like, oh, I'm starting over, you know. I don't agree with starting over. I think that if you start over, you're starting over from day one, and it's not day one. You're continuing, I believe you're continuing to move forward. You're adapting and overcoming. And so I want to say to those people that say that you're starting over whenever you end up getting divorced or you end a relationship, that you're not. You shouldn't look at it that way, because you've learned from all this, and you're not starting from day one. You're this other person. You're older. You're mature. You're wiser. So take all that knowledge and I'm taking all that knowledge that I learned, and I'm just so grateful. I can't get into the details until what happened, but she was my partner. She was my business partner, and so that hurt a lot more because I was maybe not dependent, but I felt like I wanted to depend, because we were, putting our efforts were going hand in hand with business when it came to real estate and making videos and all this stuff that I do, right, on this YouTube channel. And so that's why it hurt a little bit more, but I'm here now. This is the first video back, and it was more of a vlog and educational style, and so that's what I continue to want to do, be more authentic. So to conclude, now being single, I'm grateful. I forgive that person. I can only hope that that person forgives me as well. I hope they can forgive whatever I may have done to them, or what they think that I did to them, but I forgive them with all my heart, all my mind, and all my soul. I hope the best for them. I pray for them. I pray for their family. I pray for their friends. And so I'm just grateful to have gone through it, as I've always been through every past relationship that I've been to. And I have not been in so many relationships. This is the second time I've been in a relationship where it's actual, like meet my family, meet my friends, like this is my girlfriend kind of thing. And so I'm just grateful for every time that I was in a relationship. But anyways, moving on to the next life update. As you can see here, I'm going to play this short clip.
All right, man. This is Joe, by the way.
How's it going? A1 Boxing.
All right.
First day.
So there you have it. I've joined boxing. You saw right now that me giving $100 to start a boxing. He's the owner, the guy you saw in the video. He's the owner of A1 Boxing, and I'm really excited. Like I was telling you earlier in the video, this is something that has been a passion of mine forever. For as long as I can remember, it revolutionized, like I said earlier, my way of being. When it came to being bullied from 1 to 10, just in the neighborhood, kids in the neighborhood, girls bullying me. And then when I got into boxing, it really changed everything. I became more confident. I just became a better individual. I became a fighter. That's one thing for sure. I think I was always a fighter. I just really was able to own my skills when I joined boxing. So yeah, I'm really grateful for you guys sticking to the end. Those are the 3 updates, which is moving here, and then being single, being grateful, right, for everything, and then 3, I'm joining boxing, and I hope you guys can follow me to my journey. I don't know if I'm going to turn pro. If I'm going to turn pro, I just know that I'm dedicated. I'm going to work hard, and I'm very committed, and I'm disciplined. This is why I'm putting this out there, and I don't know, but I know that today was day 1 and tomorrow is day 2, and I'm going to take it day by day, and I'm never going to give in. There's no quitting us, just like Ronnie Real said. Alright, so guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you for sticking around. Those are the life updates that's been happening. I'm very grateful for where I'm at. And so if you just stay grateful, you're always going to be happy. You're going to have peace. And so I encourage you to think that way too. Anyways, if you guys have any questions about mortgage or real estate, let me know. That way I can answer it on my next YouTube video. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thank you.